Sanibona guys, happy Friday and welcome back to my channel. So the DA has decided to ask for investigations with regards to tender projects that Kenny Kunene has been dealing with. So it's a big issue guys that I think we should discuss in this video. Firstly, I want us to read this headline because I saw this article. The headlines of the article, they say DA wants Joburg tenders linked to Kenny Kunene to be investigated. Guys, this to others may come as a shock, but the DA and the PA don't have good relations. And this started way back at the times of the GNU partnership when the ANC was still calling on political parties to form part of the GNU. And the Patriotic Alliance wanted to work with any party, but the DA specifically didn't want to work with the PA, MKP, as well as the EFF. Even though the PA was able to convince Ramaphosa so that they can work with them, still the DA was not happy. Even though they do have a couple of things that they have the similar cause to, like for example, Israel, Bella Bill, those are some of the things that they were supporting each other. But despite that, there's still things that they don't support each other on. That includes some of the actions that the DA has done, which is taking the NC to court. The Patriotic Alliance has expressed dissatisfaction, as well as Liam leaving the Democratic Alliance for Patriotic Alliance, and now he's about to run for the mayor of Tshwane. The Patriotic Alliance wants to, deploy him to that task. And we see an influx of the colored community leaving the Democratic Alliance for Patriotic Alliance. So these two parties, they have their own rivalries, and the DA was like, we are using this Kenny Kunene thing to ensure that we probe the bear, to ensure that we collapse the Patriotic Alliance. Do you think it will collapse? Because there's a lot of rot. There's a lot of rot. Now, number one, guys, I want us to look at the tenders that the former MMC of Patriotic Alliance, which is Kenny Kunene, has been involved in, which are surrounded by a lot of controversies. I'll first start with this tender. So there is a tender that Kenny Kunene gave, and that is the tender of 140 billion awarded to a Nigerian linked company to fix Linen Ngoyi Street. Because you remember, guys, that Linen Ngoyi Joburg had that I don't know if it's a quake or what, where there was that big crack, and now they're trying to fix that road at Lilian Ngoyi, and they're saying that that tender was awarded to a Nigerian-born engineer, of which is very controversial, coming from Kenny Kunene, who supports Ulon, who's part of a party that says Mabahambe.
But one thing that for us is a non-negotiable: don't waste our time and our airtime to call us if you want illegal foreigners to stay. Mabahambe. If you don't agree, don't call us. That is where we draw the line. We want to, when you look at Kenny Kunene, you are looking at the future Home Affairs Minister of this country. So if you want to talk to the Patriotic Alliance, don't call us if you are calling Mackenzie xenophobic, because they must go.
How do you say Mabahambe, then you go and you award such to a Nigerian national? And that was raised by EDA. They had a real big concern with why not prioritize South Africans. It is worse, especially with Patriotic Alliances. They've always advocated for Mabahambe, and Kunene is linked to that. There's also another one in Joburg Roads Agency where they gave a 32 million rands tender to rehabilitate a project in Roodepoort. Now, there was a lot of questions about how did he choose constructors, how did he choose that specific company that worked in that tender. There's another one where it says the phase 2 of Fennydale stormwater upgrade project, which was launched, and that also the questions of construction, as well as the specific company that was given this tender. There's a lot of questions around that. So the DA is mostly concerned not with everything that Kenny Kunene has involved himself in as an MMC. The DA, according to this article, is concerned with this thing, with what I'm about to read now. That is the specific concern that they have. So the article says that this comes after Kunene was found in the house of a man believed to have been behind the unaliving of a musician, businessman, Opa Sefoko, also known as DJ Somebody, during a police raid on Monday. It is still not clear why Sefoko was killed. However, the DA in Johannesburg believes Kenny Kunene credibility as a public servant has been dented. In a letter seen by the Citizen, DA caucus leader Belinda demanded an investigation into the tender at the Johannesburg Road Agency, the rivalry bus service, and the Metropolitan Trading Company. While Mr. Kunene is not the MMC responsible for law enforcement, the fact that he's a senior member of our mayoral committee was present at the home of a murder suspect at the time of arrest is profoundly disturbing. So I wanted us to read at these tenders that the DA is actually referring to, which is the JSR tender, the 100 million tender that I've told you about. And I think I've gave you guys a context as to what is happening and how Action SA actually fought regarding that. And they said that the DA criticized Kunene's oversight on the JRA Alpha plant launch in 2023. Despite promises it will pave extensive road repair, the plant failed due to supply chain issues, resulting in services collapsed and procurement protocol were questioned. And also another tender is the MTC tender. And the MTC tender, it's the Johannesburg Council. It says that it's the tender that was in 2023. The article says that the Johannesburg Council shifted the Metropolitan Trading Company responsible for city-wide CCTV and Wi-Fi contracts under Kunene's transport portfolio. MTC had a 594 million rands operation budget and a 21 million in capital funding. Critics question why procurement oversight was transferred without the transparent reasoning or oversight from governance committee. Oversight committee bypass. The DA alleged Kunene bypassed Section 79 Oversight Committee by pushing through key procurement decisions such as the Johannesburg International Transport Interchange without legislative scrutiny, intentionally violating the Council's procedures. So those are some of the allegations that Kenny Kunene is faced with. Will they succeed? I think that definitely the Democratic Alliance is going to capitalize on this thing, Kenny Kunene. Looking at the past that these two parties have, the rivalries that these two parties have. This is what Kenny Kunene even said about the Democratic Alliance when they took the ANC to court regarding the VAT issue.
So the Democratic Alliance waking up this morning after seeing the statement of the minister and claiming victory is quite hypocritical, because they have never rejected the VAT increase at the beginning. Instead, they tried to use it to privatize what South Africans own. They tried to use it to get positions in the GNU. They tried to use it to change what Parliament has already resolved on.
And also, this is what Gayton said about the Democratic Alliance taking a step to not work, or the Democratic Alliance expressing that they're not comfortable to work with the Patriotic Alliance.
That we will work with any party. We've been clear about that. Who can still say they don't know that except the paid ones? The DA has made it very clear they don't want to work with the PA. So who must the PA work with? The DA said they will never work with the PA. So we need to look at our options.
So I think that it is very important to conclude that high chances this is going to be pushed until its last. Is this going to be the breaking point of the Patriotic Alliance? I think definitely the DA is not happy about the Patriotic Alliance presence, and they're going to do everything to make it look bad in the public eye. And will this destroy them? I don't know. Is it Patriotic Alliance solid enough that these rumors can destroy them? They're kind of solid, and people love them either way. They vote for them either way. But I think it's about us having to see over time if whether something is going to be done about this whole thing, these allegations about around Kenny Kunene. Hence, I think it was very strategic of Gayton. Very quick action there, and a very smart one, why he had to let go of Kenny as soon as possible, because of such things that are lingering that will give power to parties like Action SA and DA to actually fight them and even lead to their collapse and even lead to them losing even more votes. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think this will actually end the career of the political journey for Patriotic Alliance, the political journey of Kenny Kunene and Gaten? Or you think that this is just the DA trying to shake the Patriotic Alliance because they're jealous? The Patriotic Alliance is actually rising above the DA, and if the DA is not careful, the Patriotic Alliance is about to be the second biggest party when it comes to representing the rights of the colored community or the community of white people, because they are losing these votes and people are moving now to Patriotic Alliance. Or you just think that this is genuinely them showing concern about the actions of Kenny Kunene and him being found there? For me, I think it's for the best to have someone outside of this lawyer that Gaten has hired to investigate this. I think it would be great for them to have someone who's very neutral, like the SIU or another body that will investigate Kenny, so that even if the reports can come out, we can think that it's genuine. Because now, even if they can say Kenny is not guilty, there's a lot of questions around that. Was it genuine? And guys, please comment your thoughts about this article, and also the fact that they are saying Mabahambe, but they're also awarding tenders to Nigerian nationals. So we don't have engineers in South Africa. Crazy. And guys, please comment your thoughts. Otherwise, before this is just proof to show that about Gaten, they're pretending. They know that South Africans don't like illegal immigrants, and they're using that to get the votes. But in terms of implementation, it will never happen. They will never mabahambe them. They will just say in the stages and scream and make it their campaign. But in terms of action, they'll never do anything about it. So guys, as the last thing that I wanted us to talk about is the MKP. So the MKP has received directives from the Chief Justice with regards to their Constitutional Court case. The directives is that the matter will be heard on Thursday. Let me double check. So this matter is set for Wednesday, the 30th of July, where they're going to hear the case with regards to the appointment of Ukachalya as the acting minister. And they want everybody to file their heads of arguments by the 27th of July. So yeah, that's what is going on with regards to that. And also, I saw this video from the ground forces of the MKP. I don't know if they're MKP or what, but they're saying that they are fighting for Umeri Party, stuff like that. And this is what they have to say.
Amanda's morning. On the 1st of August, please join us at Frankenfeld Golfing Estate, Solanda Meripadi, and try and convince her to fight for Mpumalanga and also herself.
Hey guys, indaba kaMeripadi man iyakhathaza MKP. Yakataz. I just wish that Mama Lord they can give her a position or something to just keep her quiet so that she can just work the ground. Because if it's not her, it's her minions, it's her followers. They fight for her and they make this whole thing to prolong for the longest of times. Ugh, tiring. Nonetheless, guys, I will see you. Please comment your thoughts on what you think. I'll see you on my next upload. Bye.